Hello my fellow book addicts, Megan here, and time for another book review. Today, I'm going to be talking about Angel by James Patterson. I did not like this book. I really didn't. It annoyed me. There was just so many continuity things that aggravated the crap out of me. It's like, did you forget what happened in the last books while you were writing this? And if so, are you too lazy to go back and double check? It's like, why? Yes, I didn't like the last few books, but this one I really didn't like. I think I gave it the lowest rating I have ever given a book on Goodreads. I think I gave it a 2. I think I probably should have given it a 1, but I'm generous, so whatever. From the start, I'm just like, what is going on? No, what's happening? Like, it didn't take me long to get through it, just because how it was written, but, oh my god, I feel like I just wasted time reading this book, really. Everything that I loved about the first 3 books was not in here. And like I said, the continuity things aggravated me so much. With that little rambling, I'm going to go into my spoiler bit, because there's not much I can say without giving spoilers, since, you know, this is, 7 in a series, I think? Maybe it's the 7th, maybe it's the 6th. I lost track. So yeah, I'm going to go into my spoiler bit now. Yeah, this book. I wish I could wipe it from my memory. No, I don't like where the series is going right now. First off, we more or less begin with Max sulking over Fang leaving. She's still sulking over him leaving her in the last book, which is very un-Max-like to me. Like, sure, it could be interpreted as her missing Fang in general, but I got the vibe of it being more of a lovesick, depression missing. Like, her missing him as a boyfriend versus her missing him as a flock member. You know, if I got the vibe she was missing him and was depressed about him leaving because he's a member of her flock, I can get that. I can totally get that. One of your family members leaving is a very painful thing. And they are practically like family. But it aggravates me when people get so mopey about being dumped. Like, I can understand being sad, you know, after it happens, maybe a day or so after, but the way it was portrayed in the book, it seems like she was like this for a while. Like, longer than was necessary, and it's like, this isn't Max. This really isn't Max. It just seemed out of character to me for her to be that mopey over losing a guy. And that aggravated me. Next off, we still have to deal with Dylan. And I don't like Dylan. Everything about Dylan annoys me in this book. Pretty sure he was just put into this whole book series solely for a love triangle. I'm pretty sure that's why. And that aggravates me. Most love triangles aggravate me. Very few of them I like. This is definitely not one of them. I feel Dylan is so flat and uninteresting, and I'm just like, dude, you're trying too hard, you're annoying, she's not interested, back the hell off, and just go away. Just go away and vanish, please. Go get hit by a plane or something. So yeah, and you know, the good old German doctor whose name I cannot pronounce, Dr. H.G., shows up with Jeb one day at Max's mom's house, because that's, you know, where they are chilling out now, because Max apparently can't pull herself together. And they're going on about, like, oh yeah, you should probably go meet with this generation of, like, mutants, scientific enhanced kids, because you're going to be leading them when the world ends, and you should get to know them now, so they recognize you, and all that good stuff. And, by the way, since Dylan's your perfect half, you know, you guys gotta, you know, start thinking about the future, you know, in case something happens to you, and the whole end of the world thing. You need to, you know, get a whole, like, dynasty going, so you have an heir. So, you know what, we're gonna send you off to Germany with Dylan to this cute little love nest so you two can make a baby. And I'm just like, where is this coming from? No. I wanted to throw the book across the room when I read that, because I'm just like, what? Really? Thankfully, you know, Max's mom put a stop to that, and she's just like, hell no. And Max is full on board this, and Dylan's just like, oh. See, all sorts of things happen in Max's flock. It all kind of blends. And yeah, there's this whole new group called the Doomsday Group who worship this thing called the One Light. They're basically brainwashing everyone they can to try and basically say, yay, advanced humans, and down with normal humans. Go get yourself enhanced, go get prepared for the apocalypse, and it's like, As far as, nemesis groups, they aren't, the most interesting or the best that we've seen in the series. As far as, nemesis groups, they aren't, the most interesting or the best that we've seen in the series. And yeah, meanwhile, while all sorts of stuff with them is going on, Fang is getting together his own little flock, a group of enhanced kids who are out and about and basically try and save the world in their own way. So I find it kind of odd that Fang was gathering up his own flock, but whatever. Guess it makes more sense than him trying to make a difference on his own. Just, the idea of Fang as leader just doesn't sit, I guess. He seems more like the right-hand man sort of guy instead of the leader. But whatever. He also manages to get a hold of Max's clone, Max 2, who we haven't seen since book 3, I think it was. And yeah, she goes by Maya now, and she joins Fang's little flock. The two flocks kind of working on their own for a bit, but they all meet up in Europe. I think Max does overreact quite a bit to Fang, making his own team, and, having Maya join his little team. So yeah, there was quite a few continuity things going on too, mostly involving Maya. First off, I'm a little iffy on details because I'm trying to block this book from my mind. But, it's saying like Maya, after, the whole showdown in book 2, Maya went to Europe and she was traveling around. No, that's not what happened. Maya, because she couldn't kill Max, and Max, outbested her in the whole showdown between the two of them, the scientists, the Whitecoats, sent her to this other lab in, I can't remember where it was, I think it was Germany, and they had her locked up there. She wasn't, running around being free as a bird. She was a prisoner. But, in this book, they seem to have forgotten all about that, despite the fact that, Max/Maya was with them for quite a few chapters. In book 1, when they were infiltrating ITEX, they did find another bird kid, a girl, who was unnamed. In this book, they tried to spin it like it was Maya. No, it was not Maya. Maya was not introduced until book 2. I can't even remember what the bird girl in book 1 was described as, but I'm pretty sure they would have had more of a reaction if it was a spinning image of Max, okay? And there's quite a few little things like that just aggravated me so much, because it's like, no, that's not how it went down. That's not how it happened. What are you doing? You can't go back and twist things like that. That didn't really happen. It's not canon. And also, Angel, I'm still annoyed with Angel. I can't remember if I mentioned I was annoyed with her in the last few book reviews, but I am. Her whole oh, I want to be leader of the flock. I want to take over the flock. Oh, I'm going to be a cute little innocent girl. Yada, 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 yada. So she's back to being the cute little innocent girl in this book. The Doomsday Group is about to kill, a whole bunch of people with, bombs under the city. And that's pretty extreme if you ask me, but hey, it made them a little more interesting as an evil group, that's for sure. And Angel disappears during this explosion. And we find no sign of her, and the flock takes her for dead. Which I frankly couldn't get too emotional about because, I don't know, the last few books I felt I wasn't that interested in her character. I felt distanced from her. Not because she wasn't in the book, but because it's just okay, you're annoying me and I don't want to pay attention to you. What is going on? No, stop. I just didn't feel that connected to her because I just felt so annoyed with her. But, of course she's not dead. Somehow she's still alive and she's being experimented on in this unknown location. And as for all the other members of the flock, I feel like they're barely there now. Like, sometimes I forget that Nudge, Iggy, and the Gas Man are there, because it's like, there's so much going on with everyone else that they just kind of fade to the background, and it's like, yeah, we're missing half the flock here, what's going on? Frankly, I wish I never read this book, because it aggravates me, and I kind of don't want to go on with Nevermore, just because of how this is going. But since there's only one book left, until, you know, the next installment comes out in the summer, I think it is, I'm gonna truck on and hope, really, really, really hope that it's better than Angel, and that there's not any more continuity stuff, and just, yeah. So yeah, that's it for this book review, and yeah, let me know, was anyone else really, really annoyed with this book? So yeah, that is it for this book review, and I hope to see you guys next time. Keep on reading, my fellow book addicts. Keep on reading.